Morning, everybody. Welcome back to Sunday Sesh right here on Cannabis Chronicles. Got my man Outlaw Grower, DesertGrowthSpurt here. Let's go ahead and get our Sunday morning started off right. What you smoking on, Outlaw?
I am smoking on Cushman's right now.
Yummy.
Wait, no, sorry. This one's the laughing gas.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe our buddy Lunchbox picked up a jar of Cushman's down at the Metro Grow Seed Show this last week. Yeah, that was pretty
Nice.
nice. Yeah, so
Yeah,
I'm puffing on my Gorilla cookie still.
nice.
Probably next show I'll be on my OG Kush. Bless you.
I actually just did some trimming.
Yeah?
So
How'd that go?
yeah, I tried out the trimming machine
Mm-hmm.
and I made a video. So at some point it'll be posted somewhere, maybe probably here on YouTube and Instagram.
Nice.
Do a
Oh,
little
Instagram.
yeah, we've heard some things about that.
So I'm having a little bit of issues. Um,
Mhm.
so about a week ago, I got shadow banned. I started getting notifications that they don't like my posts. They want me to delete them or change them. So I tried changing a couple of them and they didn't like it. And they just want me to delete them. I never deleted them. Um, so I do believe I figured out kind of just looking at what other content creators are doing. So my posts, like just my pictures of the gals, every single one now. It doesn't matter what I put, I'm getting flagged for it. So
Really?
the last picture I took it was actually of my OG Kush nugs, but my
Mhm.
caption said, these carrots smell like shit. Now, maybe it's because I used the word shit in it that they were like, double strike. No,
Yeah.
no views for you.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Um, but so a lot of content creators just kind of focus on reels because they can't really flag those.
Huh. Okay, that's interesting.
Yeah, with that being said, be on the lookout for a like 10-to-1 ratio of reels from me. I'll
Okay.
still I'll still post pictures, you know, until they like ban me. I'm just gonna keep, it. I clearly don't sell anything. I don't grow enough, obviously, to be like,
There's a million people doing this. It's just ridiculous.
yeah, it's a little, I still blame the fact that when I caught that person stealing my pictures and I reported them, I think when I did that, it kind of put me on their radar, and
Yeah.
technically in their terms and conditions, because it is still federally controlled
Mm-hmm.
substance. So, and I think when that changes, I think it all will change, I hope. I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing. A lot of I actually, since we're talking about it, I got a really good suggestion from another content creator who's having the same issues. I didn't even think about it, but a lot of them have their own Reddit threads. So post your pictures there. No one cares. It's now granted it's Reddit and it can be brutal. So like if you're not on your game, everyone will tell you. But so I think that's I'm not super tech savvy. It took me forever just to kind of even get our Sunday. I know I do believe this is
Yeah.
episode 21. But it took a while to kind of get this going. So it's kind of hard for me to start something new, but I'm going to look into that. With all that
Yeah.
being said, how are your girls doing? That scrog. Sorry, I don't want to get on a long-winded Instagram, but your scrog. Let's talk about them girls, man.
Um, so the scrog is going well. I mean, at first I was a little nervous just because I'd never done it before. I didn't know how it was going to turn out, but those the colas look great. I mean, they're getting big, and I've I don't know if I didn't defoliate enough early on or what, or if this is just how it works when you're doing a scrog. But I kind of feel like I call it like a haircut for the girls. Like I just go in a little leaf here, little leaf there. It's not just because they're big and older. It's just they're in the way. So
Blocking bud
you
sites,
know,
yeah, absolutely.
yeah, and it's like basically every couple of days I'm in there for a little bit, going, snipping. Um, like I said, I don't know if that's correct or not, if that's how people usually do it or not, but it's what's happening right now. And it could also be, these particular girls could, just have a lot more of the leaves on them
Sure.
than other plants too. So,
Yeah, it's
so that, yeah.
definitely, don't want to be covering up flower sites. So yeah, if you're not able to kind of tuck them out, yeah, they got to go, man.
Yeah, so that's what's happening. I'm just doing that, and because some of them are like about this high above the scrag at this point, but like the middler sections where I kept talking, obviously those are smaller. So that's the ones I'm mainly trying to keep the leaves out of the way, give them the ability to grow a bit more. But yeah, it's looking
Dude, it
it's
looks
looking
so
very
good.
good.
Looks so good. Like seriously, like kudos, like feel good about it. Like that was exceptional for the first one. That's
Thank you. Yeah.
and how far along is it again? I'm sorry. I know we've talked about this before, and if you mentioned it, I may have missed it. But how far into flower are they?
We're like 6.5 weeks in the flower.
Okay. Nice.
About six. I'd say six.
That bulb trimmer is going to get a workout here.
Oh yeah, yeah. I like I said again. I don't know how big those buds are gonna get on there because I've never done the scrog, but uh, fingers crossed it's gonna be a decent harvest.
I mean, at this point, knock on wood, in theory, as long as you're still feeding, lots of sugars, the potassium and everything, all they're going to do from here till the end is get fat. That is going to be.
Speaking of which I probably honestly should have did this off of the show, but so I'm kind of putting you on the spot. I cannot find freaking blackstrap molasses in any of my stores. I went to Jewel, Wooden,
By the syrup.
yeah, the blackstrap molasses.
I can only find grandmas.
We could find barely any molasses at all. A couple of stores didn't have anything. I mean, I would check syrup, honey areas. I checked like the barbecue sauces, the baking aisle,
and all that.
oils, yeah, everything. Like like the vinegar section and oils.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe I just gotta order it online or something.
He's heard of grandmas.
Grandma's
I think that's what mine
molasses.
was.
Okay.
Is that blackstrap molasses?
Yeah, unsulfured blackstrap molasses.
It didn't say black.
It didn't say
strap on it.
black strap, she says.
Unsulfured molasses would work just fine.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Yep.
All right, good to know.
I'll pick
be unsulfured though. That's going to be the difference between your microbes eating and your microbes choking.
Gotcha. So as long as it's the unsulfured, it's good to go. Okay.
Good to
Cool.
go.
Then we will get that. And thank you. Because I'm like, man, I want to give it to them right now. This is the time they need it. They need it.
Like you
And
should,
I went to a store, couldn't find it.
you should later this afternoon, after we get done with breakfast and everything after the show, seriously, go get it and do a fat, heavy feeding. again, don't quote me. I think it's 1 tablespoon per gallon.
Okay.
When you do your tablespoon, let it drizzle. And then,
Gotcha.
get
About one.
because you're about to start cutting everything off, you know.
Yeah,
So,
I know. That's why I'm like, gotta get it in there.
yeah, you got to get it in there, and if you do one big fat heavy feeding, like kind of right before you cut everything off, should carry you through.
Okay.
Still give it the other stuff. Still be giving it your I believe on your bottle it's a 044. And we had talked kind of, without getting into specifics, keep doing that one, and then tack on that after you put in your excuse me. So no more calcium, magnesium, CalMag.
Nope.
No more. So it'll be, your oxygenated water, your 044, like full dose probably. Being where you're at should be totally fine. So full dose of that, and then pH it a little bit, lemon juice, something light to drop it down, and then heavy feeding of the molasses. Those things are going to get fat.
Yeah, when I do the molasses, I'm gonna add the microbes with the molasses. Do the microbes with it or before it?
So if you're going to add the microbes, do the microbes before.
Okay.
So right before
I'll add some microbes like when I get off.
Be the last.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Got it. But no, wait. What I meant is mixing it together. Can I mix the microbes and the molasses together in the same?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's. Yeah. I didn't know if I had to give the microbes like a day before and then the molasses the next day.
So, water, 044, microbes,
molasses. Gotcha. In the same thing.
pH,
cool.
pH up and down.
Gotcha.
Okay. Get it. Well, and see, but no, because you're feeding microbes. Skip the pH. Just water, 044, microbes, molasses.
Actually, I did the 044 earlier, so it actually got its dose. So when I mix the microbes and molasses, I'm just gonna do that.
No, I
don't have to work.
Give it some.
Really?
Yeah, push it, man. You don't have any leaf burn. You're not. No,
I don't.
You're not.
I'm kind of heavy on that. I've been kind of heavy on that 044 and that 064.
Do it again.
When I had to do the 064, I was kind of going a little heavy. But that's exactly it. Push them.
Nutrient stress is a good stress.
Yeah.
Don't quote me, but I do believe that's the resin production. I think.
Oh, okay.
I think don't quite again. I believe it's on Perfect Gardens with Mark Babel. He's had a lot of great guests on there that go super deep into all this stuff. And again, I'm probably wrong and I'm probably misspeaking, but I know it was on his channel because I was going through actually kind of refamiliarizing myself with a couple things, making sure my feed chart was right, and because there's kind of.
That's what a lot of those channels are good for. That just straight information. I put those on in the background, and I'll
putzing around the house, putzing around the garage. Yep, I literally throw them on, just kind of listen.
Yep, but it's definitely not the most entertaining.
No, you don't have to watch.
Yeah,
definitely don't have to watch. You can just listen.
So, and then I'll actually probably later put up a couple of more pictures on Instagram. I think yesterday or something, I threw up a couple of pictures of the autos that are at my mom's, the new ones. Those are popping.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. How early should I maybe hit those with some microbes?
Now. Why wait?
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Fucking did
I didn't know
they
they needed to
sprout
be.
out of the seed? Give them microbes.
Okay. All right.
Literally, okay. So my seedlings, my autos that I'm running, I'm working on acclimating them, getting the domes off, because I kind of have to. So the room, it's no humidifier. My room will get down to like 18, 17% humidity. So I've been keeping them in domes. They're still real little. They're like an inch. They're not even. They're still seedlings. But yeah, I'm working on acclimating them, and I may have oopsed one. May have oopsed one, and then I have one that never came up. Is what it is. I'm not my most successful start, but that's why I show it active throughout the week as opposed to, oh, look, my seed to harvest.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You know.
Six.
So what? You're down to 3 then now?
What's that?
Down to 3 then now?
Currently, there's still 4.
Is there? Oh, it's still.
Yeah. There's still 4 out of the 5. The one just never spread. And then, but I got one in recovery mode. She did not. She was not happy. One day, like, because I've been progressively taking it off longer, and it like on a 20-minute gap. Ooh. Oh, she was fucking pissed. Like shriveled up. I was like, ooh, okay. You get
See, to me, that's so interesting to just hear that, because it's like, it's not something that I have ever had to deal with like that. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. It's just the humidity's never that low, so I've never heard of it. So hearing about it, it's just like, to me, it's great information for people that know that they're gonna be dealing with a low humidity climate.
Like insane low, yeah.
Really, really low. Yeah. Like, I mean, on a bad day, mine's down to like 40. I mean, that's not ideal for, certain times that, you want it higher, but it's got some humidity.
It's like the highest I can ever get it is in the 40s. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, there's times where
I could probably do 50 if I water them all at the same time, but yeah, that's
so hot. Very interesting.
It's pretty low. It is pretty low in the room. I'll go in.
So, and then you were probably just about to say, I was going to say, you were telling me something that you do for that.
So I will go in and randomly take like a spray bottle. Again, it's a big room, so I'm not like spraying on anything. So like I'll just spray that spray bottle in front of the fan and then like dip out of the room real quick. And I can get it up like 10% over what it's at. And it'll hold, because the room's fairly good sealed. Not 100%. Okay. I have like the door sweep. I have it kind of half, because that's kind of my fresh air in is from under the door. So it's not fully blocked. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, and it's just dry. It's just dry out
here. And your exhaust fan goes to the exterior of the house, correct?
Yeah, but like right now I have it off. Because
you cover it.
They're in dome, so I don't need to worry about the room.
Yeah, gotcha. But I was gonna say, you lose humidity through if it's not covered up, even if it's off.
But yeah, no, the exhaust there's a window behind that. Unfortunately, I made when I installed it, that was like early on. It was like my 4th video I had ever made for YouTube, so it's like pretty haggard quality. You can't hear or see anything, so and sadly, it's like one of my like most viewed videos. One of my worst ones, yeah.
Yeah, so how long does it say? You didn't actually say how long it actually keeps when you
Oh,
spray the bottle.
couple hours.
Wow, that's actually
Yeah,
great.
it's um like 2 to 3 hours realistically. And then
Okay.
it'd be kind of back down to normal. Because by then it,
Okay.
just kind of because the fan's blowing, nothing's being sucked out. But like I said, the air under the door, it's pulling it out in my garage
Okay.
because it's
Of
so
course,
dry.
so yeah. Because right now we got, I mean, the humidity is about like steady 45%
Hmm.
here in the winter. And it's so when I'm drying, which I'm actually doing in my bathroom right now, because I'm still trying to situate things at mine so I can grow and dry there at the same time.
Yeah,
But there's a bunch of stuff I gotta move around still.
she
So
doesn't.
for now, just those. What's that?
She didn't have a spare closet.
It's filled.
Sure, sure.
We got to start going through some things. So in the meantime, um we have an area in the bathroom that has like a dowel rod for like because I like to hang dry our clothes instead of just drying them in the dryer. So I just have two plants hanging on there, a couple of hangers, and so I've been turning the shower on to keep the humidity up around 50% instead of like down to 45. So it doesn't hold long, I'll say that. I mean, it does not hold very long. Like I'll get it up and then uh maybe like an hour later I'll have to throw a shower on for another couple minutes.
Sure.
But and obviously the longer they dry, the less humid it is in the room.
Right.
The first couple of days, like I didn't have to do shit. It kept the humidity in the room.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm, like I said, I got 3 great looking ones, one kind of struggling, one non-exist, one just didn't want to come and play. I haven't given up, I'm still lightly watering it. I'm appropriately, keeping it how it should be, but she just don't want to come out and play. So no do-si-do for me.
Yeah,
Not this round.
yeah. And who knows? I mean, you're kind of pretty much counting that it probably won't, but you never know.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, I haven't given up yet. When I quit
Don't give up.
watering and let her dry out, that's when I give it
Yeah,
up.
that's what you give up. Exactly. I hear that, and sometimes that happens. I mean, I would say when I first started the indoor growing last year, I lost I lost several,
Sure.
quite several.
It happens, YouTubers do a great job of making it look super easy and like 100%. Everything's perfect. Oh, I can clone every time, I can pop every seed, and that's
To me, that's
not,
bullshit. To me,
yeah,
that's bullshit. They're just polishing up their image or whatever. And to me, I like how we just put our mistakes out there. That's how you get better. Nobody is good at this right off the bat. Every single thing that there is, you have to learn, and you learn by your mistakes. So, every one of those that are like, yeah, I can do all this perfectly right now. You were making mistakes before, so mention them so that the next guy can maybe learn from your mistakes and not make them.
and we're only human, and
Exactly.
this is not the way my profession. Like I got a job, I got a family. This is definitely in my spare. Now I make time for it. I make sure that I've worked my schedule around to where I can spend the time I need to there and do everything I need to out there. So it's but yeah, no, if this is your profession, yeah, you better be able to bang it all out every time.
Oh yeah, perfect every time.
Right. But yeah, the average YouTuber, it's, you know, they're great, they're very educational, but it's not the reality. You know, it's stuff happens, man. You know,
And I mean, that's
workplace.
the other thing is you could go on thousands of YouTube channels and see the same thing. But how about trying to find out what mistakes are happening so that if you're encountering it or you may encounter it, you know what to do. Or if there is anything to do.
Exactly. You know, and sometimes just, you know, you can't pop bad seeds. You know, some seeds just don't pop. You know, and then sometimes once they do pop, it's not always like a guarantee. You know, they might get into that seedling stage and just be garbage, just a horrible runt genetically or something. You know, it's very finicky sometimes. So
Yeah, it happens.
it happens.
And obviously more, you know, I'll say this that I have noticed you know, when you deal with more reputable seed distributors, you're gonna get better odds. Because
Absolutely.
I've gone that cheap route trying to think, yeah, I'm gonna save a few bucks, and I got seeds that just weren't crap. But you go with reputable ones, they're pretty much almost gonna always pop, and they're probably gonna, you know, grow. You know, obviously you are experienced, so this anomaly isn't, you know, a common thing, but if you get crappy seeds, it would be a common thing, even if you're good at growing.
Absolutely. Yeah. Especially like quote unquote bag seed, mystery seeds. Man, you
Yeah.
cannot be mad if they don't pop. You can't be mad if they don't, you know, grow correctly. It's like you just said, you know, the more reputable source, you know,
Yeah.
and reputable source is kind of questionable too.
Yeah.
But if they have a proven track record, definitely go with them. You know, like Seedsman, I believe that was your last few purchases. You know, as controversial right now as ILGM is, as far as what you are getting, they still pop, they still grow great. It's
Yes.
questionable right now what the actual genetics are. I don't want to get into that. I don't know enough about it, but there's some controversy with ILGM. But still, you're going to be able to grow some really good plants from them. If at the end of the day that's all you're really trying to do, then do that. That's only if you're like gene hunting and strain hunting. That's when it kind of like really makes a difference. If they say that this is a Bruce Banner number 3, number 2, number, you know, I don't know. I haven't seen a 4, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's supposed to be a certain genetic trait. Like, and if you get it and you know what you're looking for and it's not that,
Yeah,
kind
then you'd be disappointed.
of shit. Yeah. But if you're just growing to, then who cares, you know?
Exactly. Then you want to, you know, so that would basically put it in like 3 different categories to me. You got the crappy seeds, you got the good seeds that are always going to pop and always grow for the most part, and then, you know, you got the ones that are very, very in tune on everything. They're gonna pop, they're gonna grow, and they're gonna be exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah.
But for me, if I was to get a, you know, order a Bruce Banner number 3 and it turned out it was a different gene, I'm gonna be honest, I probably wouldn't even know.
And neither would I. You know, the only thing that like quote unquote I'm excited about is so like this fall when I run my regs, shout out to SG Seeds because I picked up his Tig Old Biddies down at the Metro Grow Seed Show. And at the last one, I picked up the Sweet Death from him as well. So this fall in the Rex, boy, girl. So I got a run a few of them. But so this fall, those are the ones I'm going to run. And I've seen the mother plant of the Sweet Death. He had it at the last show. And then this one, he had like jars of the Tig Old Biddies. And I've seen it on Instagram, which obviously we're putting our best out there on that. But this stuff looks so good, man.
Yeah.
Very different too. The two different seeds I got from them are going to be awesome.
It's exciting. Very exciting stuff.
Yeah.
I like trying the different strains, and obviously I think there's some times when I would know the difference. Like if you're like there's some that are colorful, for instance, and you get one and then now it's like totally not the color you expected, and you could tell, you know, that you probably didn't get exactly what you were looking for. But in the end, honestly, I'm wanting quality flower, you know, to smoke.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, unless you're trying to do some crazy breeding,
But yeah,
I think we're all just trying to get some good smoke, some good medicine, whatever you want to use it for. Like at the end of the day, that's all we're really after.
and then yeah, I mean, obviously there are some that there's a point when I think that I want to maybe start doing some of the crossbreeding and things like that, and then yeah, then I would be a little more specific on who I'm dealing with.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, especially, you know, you're getting these seeds, you know, you get one plant that's just like, man, this thing's like a banger compared to all the other ones. May want to try and keep that around a little bit, you know.
Exactly. Yep. Which I have some mystery seeds myself right now, and what I do with those is those just go outside.
Yeah. Dude, I got
Somewhere.
a grip of like free like tester seeds at the Metro Grow Seed Show. Oh, I got like I'm good for a while. And it sucks because you just want to like keep buying stuff. Like when you see new things, it's like, ooh, I'll just grab it and store it. Like, but I try not to sit on seeds for a long time. You know,
I'm the same.
I want to grow what I got. So
I have a bunch of mystery photo non-founds, you know, and then I've got some photo non-found that I know what they are, and then I have like just a couple of autos. So that's where I'm at. I need like more autos. But as far as photos, I got tons of those. So I'm good on buying those for a while, but autos is that's what I'm looking at. And I'm gonna throw out there right now. Yeah, I was looking at that. What was that? Strawberry cola sherbet F1.
Oh yeah.
That thing looked so good that I was just like, oh my god, I gotta order this. But I'm checking out a few other ones. There's a blueberry dream, I believe, is what the wife wanted to get, and yeah, so we're trying out some new kinds that we haven't had before. We're not going straight for like the big names and things like that. Like, right now I got the Gorilla Cookies. I got that's what I got left of autos, Gorilla Cookies and the Critical 2.0. But the photos are the Bruce Banner #3 and the OG Godfather. So I mean, really big names.
Yeah.
So now the autos, I'm like, let's just try some different ones that we ain't heard of before necessarily or had before.
Yeah.
Or that look pretty.
Yeah, that was kind of like the goal on my guard on this auto run. Aside from like I'm supporting a local breeder. It's someone from here in Arizona. I'm supporting my local shop because I got them all from the shop. But I did specifically buy it. They all look very different. So that's supposed to be.
Which I think that makes it a little more exciting.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, dude, I can't wait, man. Yeah, they're supposed to be.
You've been growing for a little while, and you're like, yeah, let's add a little excitement to it. Yeah, just start adding some colors, some different flavors. Great, that's awesome. And I've heard of what you were growing, and all of them sounded delicious. First of all, they just sounded delicious. And so, which one didn't make it curious?
The Do-si-do.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So the Do-si-do didn't make it, hasn't popped. And the strawberry cheesecake is the one that was like
a little
just you took away my tone.
Which I'm excited about the strawberry cheesecake and then the lemon
the lemon hate.
Lemon one.
Yeah.
Yes, the lemon hate. Those both sound good.
Oh man, on the spot, I'm drawing a blank. But yeah, sour perp and something else yummy.
Yeah, they all were delicious sounding.
Dude, I can't remember. Yeah, but yeah, but Do-si-do didn't make it, and strawberry cheesecake is the one that got mad, is in recovery mode.
Okay, which I just dealt with an auto plant that had a setback, and I mean, yeah, you could definitely see the difference in the end. And I believe you had an auto that had a little bit of a setback early on.
In my first run?
Yeah, your first run of autos.
Dude, I had so many problems that first run. Like, we could save that for next Sunday. But like, and that might be a great topic for next Sunday because, obviously I was able to like yield something. But I had never ran autos before. I started them in the summer on a brand new light.
Yeah.
You want to talk about mistakes?
Yes. Yeah, well, that's what we'll do next Sunday then, everyone, and we'll talk about his, we'll talk about mine on autos. I just did my first run of autos, and I'm trimming them. So yeah, we'll talk about our mistakes.
That'll be a good one.
But for now, I know I am starving, so
yeah, I finished off my coffee. I'm ready for a refill.
Well, you got another hit left or what?
Yeah, let's do this.
Close it out then.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us, everybody. This has been a great Sunday. Enjoy the Super Bowl later today. Didn't even discuss any of that, but it's not what you came here for. You didn't come here for football talk. But I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you, Outlaw, for joining us this morning, as always. I'll leave link to your Instagram, that Scrog. Incredible. I'll go ahead and leave a link to my Instagram, and let's see if you can actually even see anything on there. Because at this point, Instagram's not very fond of me. But thank you guys for tuning in. And as always, we'll catch you guys next week.